So tell me about your daughter.
My daughter's 18, and since she was about 13, 14, she's been on medications. We've had the cutting, we've had the attempted suicides. She's been in hospitals. She's currently on medication. And when he was talking about this family in England, that's my family. She kind of rules the roost. We had a screaming match just last night. She got mad and left the house and came back, still mad. And I know that it's my fear that she'll be successful one of these times, that she uses to manipulate me. And she gets what she wants. And I know it's the wrong way. And so I'm here to learn a different way.
Do you have a partner?
My husband. He's checked out.
I was just guessing. Yeah. So you got a partner who's checked out.
Yes.
Not just with the kids, but with you.
Yes.
So not a loving marriage.
No.
And the kids get to see that every day.
Yes.
So you don't know how to pick a loving partner or create a loving marriage.
No. I didn't ever have that example.
So when you were a child, you felt like this. You felt squeezed, cherished, understood, cared for, roughly how many times a day?
Never.
Never.
When you were talking about how parents that gave you love only when you were doing the right thing, I didn't really get it then either. So I just tried harder to be better. I have a mom that lives here in Mesa. I haven't talked to her in 6 weeks. I don't think she knows anything about what I'm doing or what's going on with me. And I get that because she's in pain too. She doesn't have the love to give me either.
Any particularly dramatic trauma when you were a kid?
My dad was very physically abusive. My mom didn't protect us from the abuse. My younger brother sexually abused my younger sister. There was 10 children. Yeah, I got lots of trauma. The blah, blah, blah.
The blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah. I mean, I've been in some talk therapy for a while. Well,
the blah, blah, blah is everything.
Everybody's got the blah, blah, blah.
There's a whole field of research now called resilience. Resilience is your ability to, well, like a rubber ball, to be squeezed by a trauma or an event or whatever and bounce back to your original shape. To not only survive difficult situations, but to thrive and become stronger during them and after them. Resilience.
That's me. I just bounce back.
You really don't.
I know. I'm good at making it look like it on the outside though.
So if she weren't up here crying, you would think, oh wow, does she ever look put together? Yes? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you? Yep. And other women in the room are going, oh wow, man, I really wish I was all pretty and put together like that woman. And no, you really don't.
No, because then to be me, you have to have the pain too.
So see, notice she even described herself as resilient. Why? Because she thinks she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So she's always doing what she's supposed to do. You don't even know who you is.
I know.
Yuck.
Yeah.
So if you don't know who you are, what are the chances that you would be able to communicate unconditional love to a child?
Zero.
Zero.
And that's why my kids are having the problems that they're having.
Yes.
And that's why I'm here.
Yes. So, slow. Think slow. Actually focus on what I'm doing more than on what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to help you with this.
Okay.
You have no idea how to love a kid. And so what a kid would do with you is scream for some kind of attention, whatever. And each child screams in a different way.
True.
Some children scream to get slapped. No kidding. Proven. The child would rather be slapped than ignored.
I have one daughter who is the complete opposite, where she just hides in her room and she doesn't talk. When you ask her what she wants, I don't know. I don't know.
So
She's
that one,
checked out.
that one's completely checked out and shut down.
Doesn't communicate at all.
The first child usually succeeds and tries to win praise, and we praise that kid, and so that's the perfect child who's actually trapped in a cycle of never-ending winning approval, and that sucks. And then we've got this child, number 4.
I've got them all over the spectrum,
And
Greg.
so she's probably got them all, doing everything.
I have 7 kids.
So 7 kids, so she's probably got the whole psychiatric, she's got the whole DSM in her house.
I do. He's right.
And the reason that they tend to scatter is that usually the firstborn, it's kind of a stereotype, but there's a reason for stereotypes. Out of the first 19 NASA astronauts, how many of them were firstborn? 19.
Yeah.
So the first kid comes along and achieves and is the prettiest one and the smart one and so on. And the second kid comes along just 2 years later. You're doomed.
13 months later.
13 months, you're doomed. The other kid will always be bigger, smarter, you see?
True.
So that role's done. So now then you become whatever. There are whole books about birth order. You become the clown, the blah, 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 blah. You get to the 4th kid, and this kid has learned, I'll just ramp up the volume.
Yeah.
Watch kids in a line at Walmart. Mom, 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 you ever watched? Mom, mom. I am dying someday to come up and tap this woman on the shoulder and go, I would like to introduce you to your child. Because this child seems convinced that you are his mother. And you show no evidence whatever of recognizing the kid, so meet your child, meet your mother.
Okay, and with that, my kids do the whole mom, mom, mom thing, and I kind of ignore it. So they've come up with, they call me Rhonda mom, because they'll go, Rhonda, and then I'm like, what? You know, because I won't listen to that, but then I've told them I'm your mom, so they're like, Rhonda mom, and so that's how they get my attention.